Hello, I'm Player and welcome to a FM20 tactics video where I try to recreate the Monaco tactics from the 2016-2017 campaign where they won the Ligue 1 and they made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League, punching way above their weight and kind of beyond expectations for that season. So a little bit about the kind of players he had at the time. At fullbacks, he had Sidibe, Benjamin Mendy, as you may remember, and who all now play in the Premier League. Bernardo Silva on the right hand side, Thomas Lemar on the left hand side, who's currently at Atletico Madrid. Bakayoko was kind of the box-to-box midfielder alongside Fabinho, and up top was Falcao and Mbappe. You might be wondering as well, we are doing a Monaco tactic, but why are we not at Monaco in game? And the answer to that question is we are at Celta Vigo, and the reason is because the current Monaco team don't have the players that kind of fit the tactic at the moment, and Celta Vigo kind of do. Although I say that, the tactic on screen just now is the tactic I've come up with. However, for Celta Vigo, everything's just going to swap over. So we're going to have the inverted winger on the left hand side and the winger on the right, and I'm going to swap over the two central midfielders and the two strikers. And the reason for that is, if I don't want like the inverted winger playing on the same side as the box-to-box midfielder, because then I feel like they'll get in each other's way. But when he's next to the centre midfielder on defend, it means like there's space for him to go into, so they don't kind of clash. And that's kind of the same with the strikers as well. I've got the pressing forward on the side of the winger, so he's not getting involved and getting in each other's way with everyone else. So I will actually be doing that just for this kind of experiment here, but I mean the principles, it shouldn't change too much because it is literally just a flip of the midfield and strikers over, so that shouldn't make too much of a difference. So how this tactic actually works, or how Monaco played it in real life, is when defending they were kind of very compact in their two banks of four really, and that's kind of why we've got be more disciplined up here on, and we are playing with a cautious mentality, which might seem a bit weird because it was predominantly an attacking tactic, but because they were kind of so defensively structured as well as kind of a counter-pressing team, it's kind of hard to get both. So I feel like the way I've done it, and I think it works quite well, is by having the mentality on cautious while we've kind of got the counter press on and the counter on in the transition set of the team instructions there. I don't think I've got any player instructions on for this tactic, so it is kind of what you see on screen is the tactic. But in terms of going forward, the team relied on getting the ball down the wings and utilising these attacking fullbacks down either side and kind of getting high quality balls into the box. Because they bomb so many players up the pitch, they do like to keep the ball up there. So when possession is lost, like say they had the counter press on, and the was to win it back straight away. And if that couldn't be done, they would drop back into their very kind of rigid defensive shape. If we actually dive into the instructions, it'll give you a better view of everything. So the attacking width is on very narrow. Just like I said, they are quite compact when defending. I know that's the attacking width, but that this being very narrow allows the full-backs to bomb forward round the outside. However, that will only be the case on the right hand side where that inverted winger is, because the inverted winger will obviously tuck inside a bit, which opens up space down the outside for the right back to overlap down the right hand side. And then because we've already got a winger on the left hand side, I've got underlap on, so the fullback's going to like underlap the out and out winger down that side. I've also got pass into space on because they did like to play a long ball over the top, particularly when countering, and that's kind of why I've got the higher tempo on and I've got the standard passing directness, and because it wasn't kind of a short tippy tappy passing game that they played, it was quite mixed, to be honest, and to be more disciplined that I've kind of touched on already, just to kind of help with that defensive shape, and the whip crosses, because I mean the fullbacks were just getting the ball in the box fantastically well from either side, kind of like your Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool at the moment. So in transition, I've already shown you the counter and counter press Nothing else that I've added on in there. In this final stage, I think this probably should be on narrow. However, in game, if you play with this narrow defensive width, you just get absolutely shafted from crosses. The amount of crosses you concede is actually ridiculous. So they are playing a slightly lower defensive line and a higher line of engagement, which is kind of weird. You usually wouldn't see that. But I feel like it suits this tactic well with the high press up the pitch, which is why I've got this on extremely urgent, and then the getting back and defending in the two banks of four when defending. And I've also got tighter marking on there to, again, add to that kind of resoluteness or the defensive stability of the tactic. So although it is it doesn't look like a very attacking formation, I am expecting a lot of goals. So in terms of kind of what I'm expecting from this tactic, as I quickly kind of go over the team, I actually have to fix this first for fuck's sake. But yeah, I'm expecting a lot of goals from the wide areas, a lot of goals from crosses, particularly the fullbacks. I'm expecting them to be probably maybe in double figures for assists. I think that wouldn't be too unrealistic with this tactic. And I'm expecting a lot of goals. So hopefully Mina can chip in with some goals, and as well as Aspas actually. He looks, wow, I never realised he was that good actually. And Denis Suarez will be playing in that inverted winger role on the left hand side, because as previously mentioned, I'm swapping the winger and inverted winger over, and I'm going to get Sisto here to play as the winger on the right hand side. I think that's kind of how things are looking at the moment. But yeah, very nice team. Rafinha there, former Barcelona player as well, or he might still actually be there. Yes, he is. He's on loan. But yes, I will sim a season ahead, and we'll see kind of what this tactic brings, I suppose. Now, I'm not claiming, I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I'm not claiming this is going to be a kind of game-breaking tactic. I've just kind of got the playstyle of that very good Monaco side from a few years back, and if you fancy incorporating that playstyle into your team, then this could be a way how to do it. So I'll skip ahead to the end of the season just now. Okay, just before I show you how well we've actually done, I just want to point out this is the current version of the game here, so if there are later updates, especially to the match engine and whatnot, the tactic might not play as well as what it is here. But you'll be surprised to see we've finished in 3rd position. Now, I think that is absolutely incredible. A whopping 80 points, only 4 defeats in the league all season, scored 71 goals, and by the looks of it, it is the 4th best in La Liga, which takes some doing with teams like Atletico Madrid, although they underachieved heavily this year in game, and Real Madrid and Barcelona. And we conceded 38 goals, which is, it's not bad, room for improvement, but it is not bad, actually, quite the 4th best defensive record as well, so you really cannot complain with that. Barcelona hit a whopping 100 points as well there. But let's have a look and see how well the team did. So let's have a look. I'll do it fixed by goals. Wow, oh my god, Iago Aspas, 41 goals in 39 games. That is ridiculous. 30 goals in 35 league fixtures. That is fucking mad. I actually can't believe that. Holy shit. Wow. Well, and then Denis Suarez on 14 out in that inverted winger role on the left hand side there. Santi Mina, the other striker, chipping in with 10 goals. He's out on loan. And Lobotka, presumably one of the centre mids, and Sisto, who was on the right hand side. Let's have a look at the assists in our team. So starting left back, by the looks of things, 12 assists. That's exactly what we kind of want to see. Want to see the full backs getting forward and getting involved in the play, much like Mendy and Sidibe did for Monaco. Where's the right back then? Oh, Hugo Malo, 8 assists as well. Like 20 assists coming from the full back position, which is terrific, and it totally replicates how well the team have played. Let's have a quick nosy at some of the results. So wow, it actually looked like the league didn't start off too well, did it? Yeah, very patchy form at the start, but then looks like after this 4-3 defeat by Villarreal, the team kind of got. Let's look at that, a 16-1 victory. I mean, they're probably a non-league side. Amateurs. If you look, Aspas got 6 goals there, so that definitely flattered his overall goal tally there. But yeah, the team went on a fantastic run, losing to Valladolid though in the Spanish Cup. Pretty disappointing there. 2-0 defeat to Real Madrid as well. Doing the double over Atletico Madrid. Beating Barcelona at home as well there, that's some doing. So yeah, the team has done terrifically well. Let's have a look at some stats. Let's go with team overview. So most goals, like I said, we're in 4th position for that. Average possession, I'm not expecting that to be too high because it's not a real possession based tactic. Down in 16th, only 47%. Passing accuracy of 74%. At least consider again 4th position. Clean sheets, did we get? Got quite a few clean sheets as well. I think this tactic has replicated this very well actually. I mean, you have to admit that is heavily punching above the weight. What was it? The original predicted finish was 10th, I believe. So that is kind of crazy how well it's done there. Now that's just me simming the whole thing. I've not actually played any games. See, Aspas just been an absolute hero. I mean, maybe even carrying the team a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend giving this tactic a wee bash, especially if you did like the way the Monaco team played in real life during that kind of year. I mean, the team got dismantled after that, but it was pretty good while it lasted, you can say. And I think this tactic's a good one. I think it gets what I tried to achieve across. And if you do ever try this out, let me know. Let me know how it goes for you. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, please. That would be amazing. But thank you and goodbye.